Failures think that success is just rolling dice, but that isn't the case. Success is a recipe, but you must know the recipe and you must follow it correctly and consistently. Imagine someone trying to make cookies without following a recipe. I actually tried this one time. I was younger and I thought that cookies can't be that complicated. My little sister could make them, so surely I can figure it out. The putrid cookie sludge that I created was virtually inedible. Why could she make cookies when I couldn't? Because she had followed the recipe for cookies and I did not. Nearly everything in life is the same way. When I first started competing in jiu-jitsu, I fought very hard. I was strong, I was in good shape, and I won a few matches, but I didn't come out with any gold medals. I did this several times at competitions until I finally started analyzing what the winners were doing. From watching them, I carefully came up with a recipe. I could say that I created the recipe, but I didn't. I watched the masters and I copied what they did until I got it right. Suddenly, I started winning gold medals. Gold after gold after gold. It was all about following the correct recipe. Marriage is no different. People approach it in a way that I approach making cookies without a recipe. They think they know what makes a good marriage, but they don't have a recipe for it. They don't even crack a book or seek out the instruction of an expert until the kitchen is on fire and everyone has food poisoning from their toxic sludge. My wife and I know how to have a good marriage. We studied it in college, and we've read stacks of books, and we've lived it for 20 years. I spent hundreds of hours doing marriage counseling with people. You don't need to guess how to have a good marriage. We will tell you exactly what to do. The recipe. We have the recipe, and we'll give it to you. You just need to follow the instructions. When you have the recipe for cookies, it's easy to make them delicious. You don't have to be talented or gifted. You just have to follow the recipe. Out of the hundreds of hours that I've spent doing marriage counseling, what I most often see is that people do everything wrong, and then when their marriage turns into an inedible sludge, they assume it's because their partner was the wrong ingredient. So they get a divorce, and guess what? They do the same things, and when they get the same putrid sludge, they come to the same conclusion again. My partner must be the wrong ingredient again. And they do this again and again and again. They are totally unwilling to just take a couple of hours and a couple of bucks and find a master who's selling a good marriage recipe. Look, it's not your partner's fault that they don't want to have sex with you, that they don't enjoy being married to you. If you followed the recipe correctly, they would be asking you for sex. They would love being married to you. You can't blame them for not wanting to eat the putrid sludge that you keep trying to ram down their throats. It's not them, and it's not you. It's the recipe. I have the recipe for a good marriage. In my course, I get directly to the point and tell you exactly what to do and exactly how to do it so that your partner wants to have sex with you and loves being married to you. You can keep on blaming your partner for being the wrong ingredient, or you can think it just all must be a roll of the dice. But it isn't. And until you understand that, you're going to keep bouncing from dice roll to dice roll and marriage to marriage, or conclude that happy marriages just aren't a thing and give up entirely. All you need to win is the right recipe, and I have it. And that's not the only thing I've created a recipe for. I've also created a recipe for how to get A's as a person with ADHD. It's not about intelligence. It's about technique that just about anyone can follow. Just like I did in martial arts and in marriage, I studied the masters. And I came up with a recipe and I followed it. And I went from being a D student in high school to a nearly straight A student in college. And it wasn't because my IQ suddenly jumped off the charts. I have the same IQ. I'm the same person. I just approached it differently. I followed the recipe. And I have that recipe. I've done the same thing with parenting, and I've done the same thing for happiness. Quit trying to guess and roll the dice with your life. Get a recipe, follow it, and start winning gold medals and eating delicious cookies instead of the putrid sludge that you've been making in your life. It's time to take control. Do what the masters do and follow a recipe.